One time, I saw Emma wearing army pants and flip-flops, so I wore army pants and flip-flops.
I heard Emma's cats were insured for $10,000. One time, I tried to make out with Emma.
Phoebe Hall was really into it.
This is where Emma grew up. This is Emma's home. This is the one place she hates the most here in Arizona. It's gonna miss you a lot, but not as much as I am.
I'm really gonna miss you too, Emma. I'm glad we shared so many times in your home together. Like, you invited me to your home.
The Starbucks that you always took us to.
Yeah, you would buy me so many things. Thank you for that.
Your life.
Emma has changed my life and my college experience by adding a little bit more Taylor Swift.
Emma Dugan, hello, hi. I am so happy that I've gotten to know you. You are an incredible person, and I could not be more thankful that you have kept me somewhat sane in this ridiculous, crazy job/life that I have. Hillary and I are so excited for you and everything that you have laid out and planned out for your future, and I can't wait to see where life takes you. You are amazing. I am going to miss you. Bye.
So my first memory of Emma was when we joined ABWA together, which we mutually hated. We really bonded over that, and I will never forget that. But yeah, I just have loved having you around, and you just remind me that of all the people at ASU, there's still really smart, fun, driven people, and I think that's just been great. So I wish you all the best, and I'm glad I got to know you in college.
Congratulations, Emma. I'm so excited for everything you have in store next year, and that you get to return to the Bay and go see Taylor Swift, and you have so many exciting things coming up in your life, and I'm so excited for you. I'm sad because you won't be here next year, but you better stay in touch because I love you so much. My first memory of you was at the CA orientation and meeting you and AJ and just thinking, wow, she's so bubbly, she's so friendly, I feel like this is gonna be good. And I was right, because you were an amazing CA, world's best CA for sure. And we definitely should have won CA Peer Programmer Pair because we were awesome. I think we're literally everything. I remember taking tons of BuzzFeed quizzes with you and drinking tons of black coffee, which was awesome. And you definitely fed that addiction of mine. You also helped me become super Netflix addicted, and you have great taste in TV shows, so you're awesome. And you never judged me when I came into your room and ate bags of Reese's and talked your ear off for hours, and just thanks for being an amazing friend, and or always being there for me, always being so helpful, whether it was driving me around places for programs or helping me become a CA, introducing me to the Queens. I also remember getting Sugar Bowl with you in the beginning of the year and just being like, wow, she's the best CA ever. And I've had such a fun time with you this year. You're such an inspiration to me. I know you're going to go on and do amazing things because you're a genius and you're so motivated and you always have your life together, and I think it's so inspiring. I hope I can be like you one day, and I honestly mean that. I love you so much, and good luck with everything next year.
Hi Emma, congrats on graduating. I'm really excited for you. Selfishly, a little sad for myself, but mostly excited for you. I'll never forget, sophomore year, you came up to me in the dining hall and you go, are you Maddie House? You're Maddie House. My name's Emma Dugan. You're gonna be a CA, I'm a CA. We'll be friends, I'll help you. And it was pretty much verbatim like that. And you did help me so much because I had no idea what I was doing, and I was wildly untrained. And you trained me the Queen way of how to be a CA in Hossie, and I could not have gotten through Res Life without you and Megan and Caitlin and the Queen's unit. So that's undoubtedly the best part of housing, is having you guys there. I feel like you really brought us all together and made the Queens what it is, so thank you for that. Megan's nodding because it's true.
True.
my favorite memory, it's interesting because for someone who just like really doesn't care about sports, I have a lot of big sports moments with you, like when we were both on duty for the Notre Dame game and watched it from your TV comfortably with Subway, always, or more importantly, the World Series Game 6, aka the worst sports experience of my entire life, but hindsight, really hilarious. Yeah, just from like duty walks to trolling around the business school in Barrett and doing the thesis that I also did with you also, and everything in between. I'm so glad that I met you and that we've been friends and that you were part of my college experience and that you still will be and part of my life forever, and you're going to be Aunt Emma to my kids, and we're going to be friends forever, and I love that, and it's so exciting. I'm really proud of you, and I'm glad you're going to come visit in San Diego, and hopefully I can go up to the Bay or something, and we'll just always be in touch and always be friends, and I'm really proud of you. So congrats on graduating.
Hi Emma, it's been a great 3 years, and I am thankful that you've been such a big part of my life and have no doubt that we will continue to be each other's biggest fans, regardless of where you and I end up in this world. You've got a lot to offer this world, and I am excited to see all the wonderful things you accomplish. Lastly, use that big money that you'll be making as an accountant to visit me, wherever I am post-graduation. Congratulations once again. I love you.
So, you're leaving us very soon, unfortunately. And I'm not, although I'm like sad, I'm excited to see all the amazing things that you're going to do after you get your master's. And I have no doubt in my mind that we're going to remain close, and I'm still going to be able to call you anytime I want to vent to you. Well, not anytime, but like, you know, a couple times in the coming year, you'll get some phone calls and some rants because you're not around the corner anymore. And that's going to be strange, not having you live like where I can be there in 1 minute, because last year you also lived even closer. And I think that is when we became really close. Last year when I would just come to your room and just talk about nothing for hours, and you tolerated it. So thank you for that. I think the premise of this video is to talk about how you have influenced me during our friendship, and I think that there are 3 quotes that you've left me with, and I want you to know that these are 3 things that have stuck in the back of my mind, especially when thinking about like, what has Emma left me with, or how has Emma influenced me? And I don't think that I can really convey that in 3 minutes, so I'm just going to throw out these 3 silly quotes, and that is, bitches will be bitches. Very true. Do you, and be better. And I think the 3rd one is something that you definitely demonstrate every day, and I think that you are constantly putting pressure on yourself to be better in every aspect of your life, and I think that's something that all of your friends really admire about you. And that has been very influential. You have been just very influential in so many ways. It sounds so cheesy, but I don't think that I can really talk about all the different ways that you've influenced me. This video would be way too long. But like I said, I am sad to see you go, but I'm excited to see all the wonderful things that you're going to do and all the people that you're going to influence. And I will definitely be making my way out to the Bay Area. And I hope that you will come back to Phoenix once or twice, even though it's not as exciting as the Bay. But you should definitely come out here. Don't forget about us. And I'm sure that we're going to stay in contact. All right.
My favorite memory of you is just like every single time you see somebody, you're so excited to see them, and your face is like, I can't do it. I can't like reenact it, but you're just like, oh my gosh. Like, and then your face is like happy, and you're just like, I don't know, I can't explain how you do it, because it's not like, this is something that I'm trying to explain in this video, is that like, you're just very authentic in what you do. So like, you don't, you know, like there's people who are excited all the time, and like, you can see that they're like faking it, but with you, you're not really faking it. That's just who you are. And then when you're not actually excited, you're like what's like, you know, like you're not afraid to call things out. But I don't know, I like just like running into you in general, it's not a favorite memory. That's something I like about you, like how you just make people feel in general. And just like every time I've ever like gotten to talk to you, and like being able to laugh with you, and like like joke about like, I don't know, just like joke about things and agree about like things like just like our values and our beliefs about everything. Like that has been very, very enjoyable for me. And then meeting your family, because your family's so cool, like your parents and like all of that, like it just makes sense as to why you're such a great person. And like in the last 2 years, like being someone who is my friend and someone who can like enhance my life positively has been good. And like just like one thing I really like about you, and just like again, your energy and like your very genuine enthusiasm when you show it for the things that you really, really like and really care about. And just like you're not afraid to be who you are, and like you're not afraid to be bold, and like you're not ashamed about anything. And like being around someone like that is very like, this is something that, you know, this is my second thing, how you influence me. And like just having like, to me, like that's something I really, really admire and I look up to, and like that positively has influenced me, because I'm like, look at Emma, you know, she's so smart, you know, she's so put together, like she's very driven, she's very, very like, she knows what she wants, she goes after it, she's not afraid to admit that that's what she wants, she's not afraid to try, she's not afraid to put herself out there, she's not afraid to be who she is. And like that is something I admire about you, and being around you has only made me develop more and more of those kinds of like positive qualities. And my first memory of you is like, we were at some like, it was some BBC like studying event, we were in honors hall, and I remember you came in the room and like you like yelled about like the Giants like winning something, and like you were super, super excited. And I was just like I just remember like again being like wow, she's so like fun, you know, like she's not afraid to be who she is. Like before you leave, like that when you were at ASU and you're only here for 3 years, but like a ton of people, including me, looked up to you. And when you leave, we're gonna be lost, because we're gonna be like, who do I try to embody? And I'm gonna try to imagine you doing a good job at Deloitte and being super, super like boss bitch as you are. And I'm gonna try to imagine it, because I won't be able to see it, and try to channel that into what I do every day. I also think you should know that the Ronald Reagan bulletin board joke was best joke ever of this year, made my entire week.
Hey Emma, I can't believe that you're actually graduating really soon. I don't know what school is going to be like without you. I'm super thankful to have gotten to know you first during training, and we latched on to each other because we didn't really know anybody else. And I'm glad that we have been friends ever since then. You're one of the most kindest, genuine, caring, passionate, intelligent, hilarious people I know. And you're probably rolling your eyes right now, but all of those are true, and I look up to you so much. Your drive and how much you really put into everything you do, I find it super inspiring. I'm really glad that we got to be thesis partners. Honestly, without you talking about it during Sean Wiseman's class and asking me if I wanted to do it with you, I probably would not have even started my thesis yet. And look at us now, we're defended, thank the Lord. And I'm also really excited that even though you're leaving this year, boo, tears, crying, that I'll get to hang out with you in the Bay, and we'll get to go to Google and drink lots of coffee, and we'll go to the bars and get Moscow Mules, and we'll go to the Giants games. Yay, go Giants! Yeah, that was for you, and I'm just really super thankful for our entire friendship. Loved going to Prague with you, us and the Proggies and Emma. The Queens, can't forget the Queens. I don't know how that will be without you. We're gonna have to have very frequent Skype dates. You'll come visit us. We will come visit you. It's gonna be a ride, but we'll do it at least once, I'm sure. just thank you so much for being you and for being such a good friend. I'm super thankful for you, Emma, and I really don't know what I'm going to do without you. Luckily, I'll get to see you this summer. But to end this, I know there's something you have wanted me to say throughout the past year. So, Emma Dugan, you are such a bitch. All right. Clearly, I think that's false. All right. I love you, Emma. Good luck with everything. I'm so glad that I know you and will be able to say I know you in the future because you're going to be super successful in everything you do. Honestly, I have no doubt. Love you. Bye.
So, my first memory of Emma is probably in CIS. We were coming back from class and we were walking back to the dorms. And I remember at that point we had already like established some sort of like common ground with like music in terms of like Rihanna and Taylor Swift and Beyonce. But I remember we were walking back and she and I saw someone who was wearing a red shirt like the Taylor Swift album. And at that moment, like I just knew that like we were gonna be friends for a very long time because I don't know, it was just like we could understand each other and like a moment of finding someone who you can really connect with. And that's why I think sort of gravitated me towards her, or I should say it was like a gravitational pull that I felt from her. Like I felt a really positive energy from her. She was super like bubbly and like just had this loud voice that like you couldn't miss. Emma has been sort of someone in my life who I know even if we like never talk again, even if somehow we fall out, that she's been a big part of my life and my college experience, especially. Without her, I don't think I would have enjoyed it as much, just because, you know, from the very beginning, we off the bat connected really well and, you know, started hanging out a lot, going to breakfast, and she's just somebody who I could open up with. And I mean, I'm a very like open person in general, but with her, you know, I felt very free to express myself the way that I wanted to. And it was never judgmental. But on the other hand, she also sort of kept me in line because she's such an inspiration to me. She's so motivated, she's so smart, and just really like she knows what she wants and she knows how to get there. And like that's one thing that I'll always take from her, is going after what you want, because no one else is going to give it to you, and so you have to go and you have to take it. And I know that's one of the mantras she lives by. You know, you gotta do it yourself. You have to go after what you want, and that's something that she sort of instilled in me, and I'm eternally grateful for that, because a lot of times I can be very like not necessarily mindless, but sometimes I feel like, you know, my direction is very scattered, and she just sort of like can pull me back and just make me understand that, you know, no one's perfect, and, you know, we're not going to have our life set for the rest of our life and a plan, even though she seems as though like she has her entire life planned out. But even she understands, you know, that's not going to be set. And so that's something I definitely took away from her, aside from obviously a phenomenal friendship and just an ability to bond over so much, whether it was music and pop culture to feminism and like social justice. Like, I absolutely will miss our lunches and like dinners where we just talk about anything. And like, even though I know that we're going to be able to talk, you know, over text or Skype, and I'll come see you in August, like it's not gonna be the same, but you know, life goes on. I knew I was gonna cry. I just want to thank you for being such a phenomenal human being and such an amazing and caring friend and such a powerful and strong woman, because the world needs a lot more people like you. And I know in your little, you know, hub of the Bay Area, you might see that a lot, but unfortunately around the world and even here in other states, that's not the case. So we need people like you to disseminate your personality and your ideas and your beliefs to other people. So never stop caring and never stop doing you. I love you.